All right, guys, so welcome back for another video. Today, we're going to be talking about how is it you can build a service-based company in any city across the United States. I'm going to teach you guys how I've done it, what I've done, and what you can do to duplicate in your own city so you can actually start making more money, scaling whatever service-based business it is that you have, and or perhaps starting one. Okay, so if you are a business owner or you want to be a business owner, the first thing is understanding that people are always spending money is always circulating in every single industry that exists. There's going to be people that need their house cleaned, their car detailed, house painted. At the moment right now, I'm probably doing two homes at the same time with two different teams that I have. So this concept that you have to physically be at a place also no longer exists. There's always going to be people who want to actually go and do the work. And there's people that are better at marketing, sales, administration, and doing computer work, which is the perfect, I would say, ecosystem. Because at the end of the day, that's the way life is. There's always going to be people that are good at one thing and people that are good at others. And your goal is going to be good at marketing and sales. This way you can go ahead and you can build these service-based businesses, build relationships with people that want to make money, motivated, driven, show up on time, don't steal clients and grow, right? Because that's another thing that I've learned when you start working with people in these service-based businesses, you have to be the person that provides growth. You don't just provide sales, another check, another job. You're someone who's going to say, hey, listen, if you stick with me, we're going to grow pretty big and you're going to be able to have a team, automate your own processes. And it is very true. And it has happened to me already. So let's get started. The first thing is that you guys are going to have to go on googletrends.com and you're going to want to see in what city, the service that you're interested in what city is it the most popular. Target the United States and you can start saying, okay, I'm going to put this service in and it's going to show you a map and it's going to show you cities that are the hottest. They have the most interest in those cities. So now we're going to go into that state. We're going to see all the different cities and where is it that people are searching for the most. And from there, we're going to build a brand in that city. Very important. We're going to get the domain for the service and the brand. We're going to get the cityname.com and we're going to start building around that. So we're going to start getting data on the website, use an AI builder, get social media profiles, get directories, cited sources, press releases, get backlinks, get all of this data built out around your website. Okay. All of this data is going to start getting indexed by Google. Is going to start learning about your brand. So the next step after that is going to be, of course, rank tracking and making sure that not only your organic keywords, but your map pack ranking. And then beyond that, once you got this covered, that's SEO 1.0. Then we move on to SEO 2.0, which is going to be generative engine optimization, or we begin focusing on brand mention, press releases, high domain guest posts, and all that other good stuff. Okay. And guys, at the end of the day, when you have this done, you will see you chose a good city that has high demand, has relatively medium competition where your competitors don't have thousands of reviews. You're going to start showing up. Number one, two, leads are going to come in because not everyone always answers. It could be any time in the day, you'll get a lead. Your number probably have less reviews than your competition, and you're going to get calls. And it just happens. A lot of people don't answer the phone in any home improvement space. There's a lot of contractors who don't answer the phone. So that's going to be your edge. Now, may you be a business owner or may you be an entrepreneur who wants to get started. The method that I just told you is the way that you expand in your city. This is going to allow you to start generating leads in any small pocket of the city, which is another very important lesson. And it's understanding that everything is proximity based. So what does that mean? That means that if right now in this area in my city, right, if someone is searching from 2 miles out that way for a lead generation marketing company, they're likely not going to find me because of the factor of proximity. Proximity is a factor in Google search engine where if you are too far from the person who is searching, Google's going to go ahead and provide a result that is closer to them. So it is your goal to have what is a franchise model. This is what I teach my students. We have one location right here. Then we build another location out there. Then we build another location over here on that side. and we build another one over there, right? So in any of the main pockets, whatever city you're in, we focus on building what is prominence, relevance, and authority in those areas. Remember that Google, what it is that it's looking for the most relevant, prominent, and within proximity provider of any service someone is searching for. We build prominence through consistent data, backlinking, and brand authority in a specific industry. We build proximity by being close to the customer, hence why we need more locations, right? And we build relevancy through our data, through our content, what we put on our websites, what we put on our social media posts, which also get indexed by Google, what we put in our cited sources, what we upload on our YouTube channel, etc. The data around the internet makes your brand more relevant to a specific topic and or service. And this is the key, guys. Whatever it is that you're doing, whatever brand it is that you have, company that you have, the reason you're not number one in a specific area is if you're already in that area, right? Your Google business profile is in that area, is because you're not relevant or prominent enough. Marco, how do I get more relevant? Start creating what are pillar pages on your website that are optimized for a specific keyword service in a city name. Best keyword service in a city name. Top rated keyword service in a city name. 24/7 keyword service in a city name, right? Depending on what industry you're in. For example, if you're in roof leak repair, you're going to want to have some type of an emergency keyword, 24/7, fast, emergency, right? If someone has a leak on the roof, they need someone to go to their house ASAP, right? So this is the secret. The secret is data creation and in a measurable and predictable manner. You don't just want to create data guessing, right? You want to make sure that you're creating data that answers questions that people are searching for. Now we're moving into blogs and now we're moving into answer engine optimization. When people ask a question, you want to make sure that you create data on the internet that answers these questions, which in turn is going to make your brand more relevant and more prominent and the expert in your field, right? Hypothetically, let's say right now I'm making this video. The goal of this video is to teach someone who wants to scale their brand or build a brand on the internet, a service-based brand where they can monetize it, right? Being in their city or they can monetize it in another city, right? And that's the thing. There's no limit that you have right now. There's no law that says you can't start a business in another city. You can essentially monopolize your entire business nationwide. If it's a service-based business that doesn't require you to physically be there. That's what I'm trying to teach you guys, right? So if I have a client who's searching for a specific question, right? I have students that ask me questions, or I have customers or potential clients who are asking a question, I might go and send them this video because this video is already answering a very redundant question that I get all the time. May I get video watch time on YouTube or may I not? This video serves that purpose. So in your own brand, what are questions that customers are asking you, right? That is a repeat question that you could optimize for locally in your city, okay? And people are going to find you. Right now, there's thousands of questions people are asking across your city in your industry. Your goal is to go and find what those questions are. How do you find them? You can find them through Search Console. Okay, you can go to pages. If you don't know what Search Console is, first thing is Search Console is essentially the webmaster tools, which teaches you about performance, errors on your website, insights, all these different things about your website that Google provides to you. So connect your website to Search Console, get those pages indexed, and you're going to start seeing over time the questions that people are asking for to find your pages. This is after you've already done everything that we've already talked about in the past. And you're going to get all of these questions, which are hundreds to thousands of questions. And you're going to start creating blogs on these questions. And they're going to be optimized for the exact match phrase that people are searching for. And now this is going to give you the opportunity to target them, to get all of this inbound traffic coming into your website. Inbound traffic for people that already have interest in whatever product or service it is that you're offering. And then consider their local searcher that has some type of intent to navigate a question, right? They're not going to see that you provide the services and they might email you or leave an inquiry, right? Or they might call. This is the importance of answering questions on the internet. All right, guys. And not only that, it builds your brand up as well. So, a lot of my clients are like, well, where are the leads going to come in from? They can come in from your website. They could come in from people like asking a question, going on a blog, navigating to your service page or navigating to your home page, calling or emailing. That's one way. The second way is the person might just ask ChatGPT, hey, who's the, who provides this service? And if you're the only person who's optimized for that and you're the only person on the internet that's created data around that service, you're going to be the person that shows up. Well, maybe they go on Google and they're just searching for XYZ near me. And then there's a map pack that shows up. And that map pack is going to show you, because you got reviews, your map pack is optimized, and your website and all the other data around the internet is optimized as well. And this is going to lead you to having a significantly higher ranking if you're within proximity of the searcher. All right, guys, this is exactly how you can build a business in any city in the United States, arguably in the world, okay? Because I'm in Colombia right now. But in any city in the world, you can build a business doing exactly what I just taught you today. You go, you find a service. If it's a service that requires someone to physically be there, you need the person to actually go to the person's house and do the job. So it means you need a team, right? You need people you can trust. But once you build the relationships, which I think is one of the most important things, if not the most important thing in business, once you build those relationships, then you can start doing the marketing, laying out everything that I just told you to do right now with the website, AI builder, citations, directories, the pillar pages, absolutely everything. And you will start generating leads in any business in any city in the United States. I'll see you guys in the next video.